Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching around the world. For those of you that know, this is DLG Reppin. And for those of you that don't know, you know who I am now. So, I'm going to have my preview for the North London Derby, which is Arsenal against the scum of London. Yes, I'm talking about them scums. Hey, what can I say in my preview? I'm going to get to my starting 11 and my substitutions, but I'm going to get into the preview straight away. So, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I hope you're listening, yeah? I hope you're tuning in, I hope you're watching. Or wherever you're watching or listening or tuning in from all over the world, you're more than welcome to listen to my channel, yeah? So, this is a North London derby between us and the scum. Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, the last game was a 2-2 game. I couldn't get into that ground, sadly, but it was a memorable 2-2 result, so I watched it from the outside glass window where they had TVs, so I watched it from there, and it was a remarkable comeback because we went 2-0 down in that first half, and we didn't look like we were going to get back into the game. Thank you, Lacazette, for getting us that consolation goal, which took us 2-1 down at half time. However, Guendouzi played the best I've ever seen him play in a long time, since he signed for Arsenal, should I say, and set up Aubameyang for the equaliser. Well, what do we know about the scum? Well, okay, in the last 3 years, they've finished above us. They've got the better players in the starting 11 to the squad, but they're not the best in North London. You never will be the best in North London. I'll let them know this for now. Shadow-dwelling mugs. You've got a nice new stadium. Yeah, they've got to pay £1 billion debt of it, while we've just possibly paid off our stadium debt. Yeah? They mock us about the 3 managers we have in 3 seasons. 3 managers we've had this season. Well, guess what? We're still above you in the league. You puppets. You lot are so pants beyond belief. You know? My local barber shop that I've been going to for 16 years. I know of Tottenham fans that have never seen their team win the league in colour. Never mind black and white. Is that clearly understood? Tottenham fans, if you want to say something or whatever you want to say, then drop it in my comments below. Let's have a conversation. I love having conversation with you Tottenham fans. It brings out the adrenaline in me. You wanna conversate about our players, our management, our board? Let's go. Let's go, because I am ready for you. I'm ready for you, yeah? I'll come at you like Mike Tyson. So, enough of that rant. I'm going to go into my starting 11. Formation 3-4-3. And in goal, Damian Martinez. Solid performer. Put in solid performances. He's catching his second to none. His kicking is out absolutely superb. And his reflex saves are magnificent. He starts in goal for this game. Back 3. I'm going to go with a guy who's won more than Tottenham's trophy cabinet has picked up in the last 12 years. Squadron Mustafi. For me, he's turned over a new leaf, since Arteta got hold of him. And he's put in solid performances defensively. Yes, he could be criticised for the Jamie Vardy equaliser. I suppose it's tiring when you've got 10 men and you've defended all game. And it's not easy defending as being in a team of 10 men. However, he has been superb over the course of the last few weeks and beyond. And I still put him in my first team. In the middle of the three, David Luiz. He doesn't do that much defending. He doesn't like defending. He can't defend. But that will be said about him as always. But one thing about him, he is comfortable on the ball. And he does have a good passing range with the ball. And plus, defensively, he seems a lot better than what people give him credit for. All right, he messed up against Man City, but he's recovered. Especially in the away games that we've won. Southampton, Sheffield United knocking them out of the cup, and the other away win. And he's recovered through that. And, against Wolves as well, yeah. He's an important part of that three for me, and there's a reason why Arteta plays him in the middle of the three. So Luis will start. Kolasinac, he's not a centre half, but because he's left-footed, he can play on the left-hand side of the three. I suppose he's been very steady as they come, and defensively, he's not done too bad. Overall performance has not been too bad, so I'm going to stick with him. The wing backs, I'm going with Cedric Suarez in this game. For me, we need someone who's going to defend at times and someone who's going to be offensively ready to support the winger on the right. And I think Cedric gives us that dimension on that right hand side of the wing, or whatever you want to call it, back five wing. He's there on the right hand side of the three. On the left hand side of the three, the back three, should I say, Kieran Tierney, man of the match against Leicester, outstanding performance, or should I say performer? I can't get the performance or performer out of my mouth, but he's been magnificent, and I can see why he could go on to be our future Arsenal club captain. He's got everything in his game as a left back, defensively, technically, magnificent from an attacking point of view, and he's definitely a class above what we have at left back, above Kolasinac, and that's as far as I'm going to say on it. So yeah, Kieran Tierney. Why am I yawning at this time of the morning? Right, the midfield two, I'm going to go with Ceballos and Xhaka. Ceballos, first off against Leicester, superb. Absolutely superb. He was passing those balls forwardly to an Arsenal man in a red and white shirt. He played his part in the goal which Saka teed up Aubameyang. But the pass to Saka was A1. Covered a lot of ground, put in a few tackles, and for me, he's starting this game. In the middle, alongside him, Xhaka. Again, he's another one who covered a lot of ground. His passing was on point, and made a lot of tackles as well. So I'm going to go with Xhaka, Granit Xhaka that is. The front three, well, on the right hand side, I'm going to bring back the new father, the recent newest father in this world, in the name of Nicolas Pepe. Pepe, as a footballer, well, phenomenal on his day. He's a phenomenal footballer. And in the game against Tottenham at the Emirates, I didn't think he did too badly. You know, he got at them. He wasn't scared to be direct, and he caused them a few problems on the right-hand side there left. So Nicolas Pepe will start for me. On the other side, this is going to be tricky. I don't know why I'm going to do this, but I'm going to go with Aubameyang on the left. Yeah, he's our top goal scorer, the second top goal scorer in the Premier League. He's on the left for a reason, and due to the fact that Mikel Arteta sees him there. Although I prefer him on the middle, but if Martinelli's fit, he plays on the left. But I'm going to go with Aubameyang on the left. And in the middle, I'm going to go with his best mate, his strike partner, Alexander Lacazette. He's looking sharp, worked as tirelessly hard as anybody in that team the other night, but he just couldn't finish his dinner. 2 key chances. All right, the first effort on goal was a great save by Kasper Schmeichel, and then it's Peter there. And the second one, he should have scored with a header, without a shadow of a doubt. Lacazette. My 9 substitutions. Of course, we got the suspension of Eddie Nketiah. Well, here's my 9 substitutions. In goal, Matt Smith. Is it Matt Smith? No. Sorry, Matt Macy. Sorry. Yeah, he's in goal, and he looks a promising young English goalkeeper for the future. So he'll be in goal. I mean, he'll be on the bench. On my substitutes bench, I'm going to have Socrates. His vast experience is vital, especially for this fixture. Home, away, down the park, he will be required to do a job, and do a job he will. I believe he's still got a tackle in him. He still likes to tackle, or loves to tackle, should I say. He's still as quick as he wants to be, and still solid for me, and an honest performer who can play at the back for Socrates. Rob Holding, yeah, definitely. Very composed against Southampton, and I thought he was unlucky not to start the last 2 or 3 games. So for me, we got a good defender here. So Rob Holding, and I feel that he's still a good defender, especially in the air. Very dominant. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, versatile footballer, prefers it in midfield, but even if he plays at right back for me, he's still as solid as Bellerin. And speaking of Bellerin, yeah, I'm going to include him on the bench as substitute number 5 for me. You know, he's still got something to offer. He still has a point to prove, but he's not putting the performances or the form that he once used to put in the early years of his Arsenal career. And for me, defensively, his pace won't get him out of trouble. So that's Bellerin on the bench. Substitute number 6, Torreira, definitely Torreira. I mean, defensive midfield cover. I mean, ideally would have started him alongside Xhaka, but Ceballos has done nothing wrong in recent games, the last 2 or 3. So Torreira starts on the bench, and plus he's not long come back from injury. Although he did come on against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and maybe we were planning to bring him on against Leicester, but sadly, because of the Eddie Nketiah red card, it messed things right up. So Torreira on my bench. Substitutes number 7. Now, this is going to be a bit tricky. Reece Nelson, yeah. He does want to play for Arsenal. He does want to get into their first team and prove the doubters wrong. And I feel that he will get better if he starts games. But again, he's got to get ahead of Pepe. And that's convincing Arteta to play him instead of going with the 72 million man that we paid for. So Reece Nelson on the bench. I'm gonna include Florent Balogun, the talented Arsenal under-21 striker or under-23 striker. For me, there's a lot of promise about this kid. I've not seen much of him. Should go on YouTube and have a look at the goals that he scores or how he plays. Not just the goals, but his movement, his way of thinking, and the way of performing. So Balogun on the bench. And last but not least, who do I go for? How can I forget? One of a candidate for our player of the season. He might even start the game if Arteta selects him. But I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka on the bench for me. He's just going from strength to strength. I mean, that goal against Wolves will pump up the price tag his valuation, should I say, and it sums up Saka in a positive nutshell. So he's on the bench. That includes my substitutes bench, and that includes my starting 11 against the scum of London. For me, Tottenham will always be the bitches of North London until they win the trophy, until they win the league in colour. Yeah, if they have a crap team who has been poor for 10, 15 years, or 10 years, should I say, but still went 3 FA Cups in that period of time. And Tottenham have won sweet FA for 12 years. Let that sink in. For those of you that don't know, and for those of you that do know, well, you can't disagree with what I've just said. So that's my North London review, and starting 11 and my bench revealed. So, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys to the girls, whether for every man, woman, youth, or child watching this, yeah? If you do want to have your say on this channel, then leave it in the comment section below. Do apologise for the screening. It's just the light going on and off. Again, do have your say on this channel. If you want to add anything to this, yeah, leave it in the comment section below. Smash the thumbs up like button, but the most important one of all, yeah, as much as you want to like and comment on this channel, please do subscribe to my channel, yeah. That's DLG Reppin. So once again, ladies, gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and thank you for tuning in. Once again, peace, love, and bliss. I'm out of it, and I'll be back for this afternoon's recording, yeah? Laters.